Hello, I am Mystic Orange and you're listening to Talking the Shadows. In this video, I want to talk about RWBY again. And I've been watching Volume 6 of RWBY. Some parts I've enjoyed, some I haven't. In this video, I'm going to talk about the things that I've enjoyed about this um, volume. So, yeah, there's a sprinkle of things that I did enjoy. What things have you enjoyed about Volume 6? Um, yeah, I'm excited to share the things that I've enjoyed. The first thing I want to talk about is like first the setting. I think usually with I think having a new scenery like when like maybe a weather having a different mood to this volume, brings a change of pace. So I like that there's like snow to like break up the usual scenery because usually it's like the same colors. That's one thing. Um, I'm first of I'm glad that we get to see Ozpin's backstory. I think it's really interesting. Um, First of all, Jen, she's really pretty. I like her figure. The thing is with Jen is that you have to she comes out from the lamp. You have to say her name and then like ask three questions. You can only ask like three questions within like 1,000 years apart, which is interesting. I wish it wasn't 1,000 years apart. Maybe 100 years apart would have been better. Um, yeah. Ruby asks about you know um, Ozpin and his backstory, and it's so incredibly beautifully designed and is written. So I think I really enjoyed seeing back to Ozpin, and it's really sad. I don't think Ozpin did anything wrong. Um, I think looking um, it was just him and Salem, and also she has to deal with the gods. They were kind of annoying. God of darkness, God of light. Uh, they had the positives and negatives. I don't think the gods they cared about the creations and of the beings. So um, you kind of like empathize with um, both Ozpin and Salem. Like you understand what they had to do. They were still like Salem was still selfish in her own way, like wanting to live on, but she had to learn um, she has to learn she doesn't have to live on. But also that Salem could be a good person. Um, I think people, I think the RWBY people, they always think that to defeat Salem they need to kill her. I don't think that's the only way you can defeat someone. Sometimes you can, you know, help Salem be a good person. You know, make her be kind and care for everyone. I think, yeah, that's how you can help defeat the evil side of Salem. Or like, um, yeah, um, and this I think the design of the gods are also interesting, like God of Darkness and God of Light. I think this kind of like tells us how like some things are created like Grim. Uh, the God of Darkness made that. He's also the one that destroyed the moon. God of Light was responsible of the silver eyes. So there's so many things that's being explained. It's a bit wonky. The story, like some parts doesn't make sense. Some things sounds ridiculous, like Salem just jumping into a pool of darkness. That's how she became a Grim. Um, it's a bit wonky, but I still think it's pretty interesting. Another part about Volume 6 that I did enjoy is I think this is probably my favorite part of RWBY, and that's the apathy arc. I think this is truly my favorite episode from the entire RWBY. Like, not just this episode, but the arc around the apathy is very interesting. I wish I discussed this during my Halloween week because I think I would have enjoyed. I think it would have fit towards October, but for October I did discuss about the Winx Club um, Halloween episodes. But I think this episode of Ruby, the apathy, I think it could go align with um, like a Halloween month. Like if you wanna have an October day and you wanna watch something Ruby related to Halloween, I think this is a good sign. I think the apathy looks really interesting, and it's what it can do is very interesting too for as a Grim. It kind of like it's like a paralyze, uh, you know, parasite that like it sucks out your like motivation and your energy, like makes you feel apathetic and make you feel numb. That's how it saps your energy. We've had interesting games before. Sometimes the visuals look cool, but it's interesting the ability as well. Like we have had um, Geist. I think they can like possess you. Um, but there are some Grims in the future that we'll see, like the Hound, who can speak. There's a sea grim who's like a jellyfish who can see other people. There's the a whale that you can just actually live inside. Um, that's like the monster that we'll see in volume 8. So I think that's an interesting grim. It would be great if we had more grims similar to this. And I think I'm also interested about the how the other characters react with this Grim because um, they realize, there's no way. I think they really have been struck that they can't defeat Salem. Um, they have not yet found a solution, so they're kind of like having a giving up, uh, having reason why they're doing this. And you can see how like different characters are being affected. Like um, Blake, she ran away from you know her problems with the White Fang, and now she has to. She's trying to move forward from that past, and she's but I think she's in her trying to heal herself. But we she has this going on with her. We have Vice as well. Like she's they're heading towards Atlas to seal the relic, the place where she tried to escape, but now she's gonna return, where she experienced these abuse from her father. So yeah, we have Yang who's like chopped off her arm, uh, and now she's kind of recovering from her misery, um, and yeah, we have Oscar who's like really. I feel really bad for Oscar. Like, you know, his being put up with this whole thing by Ozpin, and he never asked for it. We have Crow who's like um has been in drinking a lot and who really down in the dumps. We have RWBY, who's like trying to save the world, but like knowing that she can't kill Salem. What's the point in fighting anyway? Um, we have like Juniper, like John. He lost Pera, and you know he has a reason to feel down. Um, Ren and Nora, they also have things going on. So they all have reasons to be affected by the apathy. We haven't seen the Juniper with this apathy, but I imagine if they were in this storyline, they would be affected by the apathy. Uh, it's truly interesting. I really enjoyed the apathy arc. Totally. So yeah. Um, other things that I've enjoyed in this volume, some characters that I've enjoyed. Maria, she's a great addition to this cast. I think she's a fun, like elderly figure. She's kind of um, wise. Don't underestimate Maria. She may be old, but she's got sass, and she's totally wicked. I know this because in Volume 8, you should see her fighting with Neo and Cinder. Oh, she's amazing. I think Maria is one of my favorites. I've enjoyed seeing her backstory with Talk. She was like Talk was interesting in the backstory. She had like a British accent, so I think she is interesting. We learned that she has silver eyes, so she kind of can guide a Ruby. Um, so yeah, I've enjoyed her. I've enjoyed Blake and Yang fighting with Adam. I think in this volume I've learned to because you know in volume 4 and 5 I did not enjoy Blake. I think volume 6 is where I'm like trying to figure her. I don't figure her from like events from volume 4. Volume 4 and 5 Blake. I don't like her. I mean, I don't like volume 4 Blake because we know how she's like. Well, I cared less about volume 5 Blake, but I think volume 6 Blake. She's trying to like redeem herself a little bit. I think making not making her the main focus is a good job, which is why I think what we should have done for like um, I think volume 6 is like my recoveries. She's trying to recover. Weiss, I think she's a bit a back burner, but I think I'm trying to like her as well. I think volume 4 Weiss, I liked her. Um, I liked her a lot in volume 4. Volume 5 Weiss, I think I didn't pay attention to Weiss a lot because I think the other characters were more focused. But I think Volume 6 Weiss, I kind of like same level as Blake. I think having them less focused but still interesting is important. Because we see like how Weiss is affected. Um, like she doesn't want to go to Atlas, but she knows she has to, because you know she needs to save the lamp. Because you know, Raven, she can't be trusted. You know, because what if Salem finds her and you know, I can't see Raven like easily being like um, manipulated to get the lamp. Because you know she would have given the lamp because we saw her in Volume 5. Um, so that's kind of like Yang's thinking. Um, I didn't enjoy Yang or Ruby this volume. I'm gonna talk about this in a separate video, but all I have to say, Blake and Weiss I liked in this volume. And I like the fighting scene with Adam. I have issue with Adam fight. The thing I would have preferred is that I wish it happened in Volume 5. Like, his arc should have ended in Volume 5. I think it would have made sense. But I did enjoy, like, Blake and Yang fighting Adam. I think the fighting was really interesting. So, yeah. Um, that too. Cordovan, she was a funny villain. I don't think she's a villain. I think she's an obstacle more than a villain. Like, she she's just doing her job. Um, she can be annoying with her like nationalism and racism. Yeah, that's probably a problem. But um, I think Cordovan, she's just doing her job, like protecting you know Atlas from these kids who kind of messed. She kind of has a point, but I think I might discuss about the problems about the Volume 6 in a separate video, because I think it deserves a separate video. So yeah, and also I think I really loved Oscar in this volume. I'm not appreciate of what happened to Oscar. That will also be a separate video. But I love Oscar so much. He's so uh, um he, I just loved his response when like he's got a really good looking outfit, green. I think it matches him really well. I think I might do a separate video on Oscar, but yes, I truly loved it. So that's my whole thought for Volume 6, the things I've enjoyed. So yeah, that's my whole uh, thoughts of Volume 6. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned for my next video. Have a lovely day.